Hello everyone, this is the BMW i4 M60, 600 horsepower, and today I want to drive a bit faster. I'm charging the car to 80% and I go to a different highway where there's less traffic, and today it's Sunday, no trucks. Want to drive the top speed, 220. The car has 19-inch all-season tires on, 255 in the front, 245 in the other way, 255 in the rear, 245 in the front. So that's not perfect. I'm gonna go in sport mode and then of course see what the state of charge or the difference is when we drive, and of course reset my trip data so we see the consumption. If your company has electric cars as company cars, of course you want your employee to charge at home. It's cheaper for you and it's easier for the employee. Tronity has a software solution for you to know how much you have to pay your employee for charging at home. With the Fleet Manager you manage your employees and your cars. Tronity connects to the cars and knows exactly when the car is charging at home and how much. And then you get an easy monthly bill for your employee. If you want to know more, there's a link in the description below. Auf geht's. So I drove the top speed a few times and it's not very loud at 200, I have to say. It's really okay. Acceleration is amazing, feels great. At 200 it's okay, it's not extremely amazing, but I always use the Audi e-tron GT Performance as my benchmark because the car was just awesome at 200. At 220 it's a bit shaky, so it's not incredible but drivable. I remember in the i5 M60 it wasn't that good, and again I have winter all-season tires on. I think with the sport tires would be better. In sport mode it's better. I drove a bit faster with comfort mode as well, and then the steering is not so great. So sport mode is better for that. So I already used 13% in 20 kilometers and average consumption is 48 kilowatt hours per 100 kilometers. So I'm driving almost 220 and there are two cars in front of me driving the same speed, and behind me was also someone driving 200. That's Germany! At 200, yes, you need both hands on the steering wheel and you have to concentrate what the car is doing, but it drives okay. So, we have used 20% of the battery for 30 kilometers of driving. 47 kilowatt hours per 100 kilometers average consumption, 10 minutes driven. But of course we have to accelerate onto the highway if it's possible. And if you want to know what's happening behind the scenes, I started vlogging on my third channel, Behind the Battery. So everything that happens around the car, or if I get new info about something, really awesome. Subscribe and watch. again, as I always say in my power drives, I drive on this highway here because it's not a good highway. It's not extremely horrible, otherwise there would be a speed limit, but there are a lot of patches where they repaired stuff and wind can come from the side and everything, but this car is good at 200. So when you drive to 200, if it's straight or a corner, doesn't matter. Feels the same. So it's not like, ooh, I'm driving too fast in a corner. No. This car is made for that. It's just different. When I just did a range test at 130, then at 110, and now I drive 200. You drive the distance a bit faster. Oh, well, that's the definition of speed, eh? And again, to the 200, driving it is not extremely relaxing. So it's not horrible, but you have to pay a lot of attention. And this is where I say with the Audi e-tron GT, with the GT, you didn't have to pay attention. It was stable. It was glued to the road. At 200, it felt like you're driving 130. But again, a bit of a different price range. So after 19 minutes, we used 39%. Average consumption is 49 kilowatt hours. We drove 56 kilometers or something like that. BMW i4 M60 with the 600 horsepower is a lot of fun when you push it. The car is great driving into corners, at high speed in corners, amazing. At 200, it's still okay, not extremely stable, but it's fine. At 220, it's not nice, but I get it. I understand, it's fine. I'm okay with it. Driving 180 or something is like, it's nothing special. So that's nice. Really, really good. I enjoyed driving it a bit and pushing it a bit. It was a lot of fun. If you want to follow me on Instagram, BatteryLife1, but that's it for me. Thank you much for watching. Have a great day and take care. Bye.